Imagine waking up to an ordinary day only to find your entire city drowning, not in water, not in fire, but in a wave of thick, sticky molasses. Yes, molasses. Sweet, delicious, harmless molasses. But on January 15th, 1919, in the heart of Boston, molasses turned deadly. A monstrous, unstoppable flood swallowed everything in its path, trapping people, crushing buildings, and leaving behind a tragedy so bizarre that it still echoes in history. Welcome to the dark and twisted tale of the Great Molasses Flood. This is Mysterious World, and today we dive deep into a disaster so surreal you might think it's fiction. But trust me, it's terrifyingly real. It all started with a simple tank. A massive steel storage tank built by the United States Industrial Alcohol Company in Boston's North End. Its purpose? To hold molasses, a thick, sugary syrup used to make alcohol, which in turn was used to produce explosives. With World War I raging, demand for explosives was skyrocketing. So the company built a gigantic tank, 50 feet tall, 90 feet wide, capable of holding 9 million liters of molasses. But there was one major problem. This tank wasn't exactly sturdy. It had cracks, big ones. And if you stood nearby, you could even hear strange groaning sounds from inside. Some workers even joked that the tank sang when it was full. But no one took these warnings seriously. Then on January 13th, 1919, something crucial happened. A new shipment of molasses arrived, and the tank was filled to the brim. What no one realized was that this sudden rush of warm molasses, straight from the Caribbean, was mixing with the older, colder molasses inside. This created extreme pressure inside the already fragile tank. For 2 days, tension built, until finally, on January 15th, at approximately 12:40 p.m. Boom! A deafening explosion shattered the air. The ground shook. People turned their heads just in time to see the steel tank burst open like an overfilled balloon. And then, the unimaginable happened. A massive 40-foot-high wave of hot, sticky molasses erupted from the tank. Moving at a terrifying 35 miles per hour, it crashed through buildings, snapped trees like toothpicks, and swallowed everything in its path. A moment ago, Boston's North End was peaceful. Now, it was drowning in a brown, syrupy nightmare. People ran. But how do you outrun something so thick, so fast, so unforgiving? Workers, children, entire families, trapped. Horses and carriages were flipped over like toys. A firehouse collapsed. A train bridge twisted and crumbled under the weight of the rushing syrup. And in just moments, 21 lives were lost. But amid the chaos came heroes. Firefighters, police, and even sailors from a nearby naval ship rushed to help. They waded through knee-deep molasses, pulling out survivors, some barely clinging to life. But the molasses was like quicksand, thick, suffocating. Many rescuers got stuck themselves, making it nearly impossible to save those trapped beneath the sticky disaster. It took weeks to clear the streets, months to clean up the last traces of syrup. And the smell? Oh, it lingered for years. Locals swore that on a hot summer day, you could still catch a faint, sickly sweet scent of molasses in the air. But the real battle had only just begun. Boston wanted justice. Over 125 lawsuits were filed against the United States Industrial Alcohol Company. Their defense? They claimed anarchists had bombed the tank, but investigations revealed the ugly truth. The company had ignored safety. The tank was poorly built, cheap materials, no proper inspections. And the company knew it. In the end, they were forced to pay a whopping $1 million in damages, equivalent to over $17 million today. But something good did come out of this disaster. The Molasses Flood led to stricter building regulations and safety standards across the U.S. The government realized that companies couldn't just throw up unsafe structures and hope for the best. This tragedy changed the way America built its cities forever. Today, if you visit Boston's North End, you won't see any signs of the disaster, but the memory lives on. There's even a plaque marking the spot where the molasses tank once stood. And if you ask locals, some will tell you, on a hot summer day, if you close your eyes and take a deep breath, you might just smell the ghostly whisper of molasses haunting the city forever. So, what do you think? Could something like this ever happen again? Or was this a one-in-a-million nightmare? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love exploring the strangest, most mysterious events in history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mysterious World. We have more spine-chilling stories coming your way. Until next time, stay curious, stay mysterious.